Hey there, and welcome to this channel. Today we are going to look at the story of early humans migrating out of Africa. The story of human migration is complex and fascinating, full of twists and turns that have kept scientists guessing for decades. But recent discoveries and studies have shed new light on this journey, revealing some surprising insights along the way. The first humans emerged in Africa around 2 million years ago, and our ancestors lived in small groups, traveling across the continent in search of food. They used tools to hunt animals and gather plants for food, and they created shelters to protect themselves from the elements. Life was tough, but these early humans were resilient, and they adapted to the changing environment, learning to use new tools and techniques to survive. As time went on, these early humans evolved into different species, including Homo erectus and Homo sapiens. Each species had its own unique characteristics and abilities, but they all shared one thing in common: a drive to explore and expand their territory. But what caused early humans to leave Africa? Was it the search for food, the need for new territory, or something else entirely? Scientists are still working to unlock the secrets of human migration, but they have some theories based on the evidence they've uncovered so far. One of the most popular theories is that climate change played a major role in the decision to leave Africa. As the climate began to change, the environment became less hospitable, making it difficult to find food and water. This forced humans to migrate to new areas in search of better conditions. Another theory is that the growth of human populations may have contributed to the decision to move out of Africa. As more and more humans were born, competition for resources increased, leading to conflict and a need for new territory. A third theory is that the development of new technologies, such as the spear, allowed humans to hunt more effectively and gather more resources, giving them the confidence and ability to venture further from home. But when did this migration actually happen? According to scientific evidence, humans first left Africa around 70,000 years ago. This is based on the analysis of fossils and artifacts found at various sites around the world, as well as genetic studies that trace the ancestry of modern humans back to Africa. For example, the discovery of a skull in Morocco's Jebel Irhoud cave suggests that Homo sapiens may have been living in Africa as early as 300,000 years ago. And a study published in 2019 used genetic data to estimate that modern humans migrated out of Africa in a single wave, not multiple waves, as previously thought. This means that all humans alive today can trace their ancestry back to a small group of individuals who left Africa around 70,000 years ago. This discovery has led to the idea that there may have been other migration events before this, but the genetic evidence has not been conclusive. Some scientists believe that humans may have migrated out of Africa in small groups over a period of thousands of years, but this is still debated. The idea that humans migrated out of Africa in a single wave is supported by several lines of evidence. For example, genetic studies have shown that humans from different parts of the world share a surprising amount of DNA, suggesting that they all descended from a common ancestor who lived in Africa around 70,000 years ago. Additionally, archaeological evidence has revealed that humans did not carry many possessions with them when they left Africa. They were likely nomadic hunters and gatherers who traveled light, which would explain why there is little physical evidence of their migration. Despite the challenges, scientists continue to work to piece together the story of human migration. They are using a variety of tools and techniques to uncover new information, such as advanced imaging technology to study ancient bones and sophisticated computer models to simulate migration patterns. As they continue to dig deeper into this mystery, they hope to gain a better understanding of what drove our ancestors to leave Africa and explore the world. One of the key findings of recent studies is that early humans were surprisingly adept at adapting to new and diverse environments. When they first left Africa, they encountered a wide range of climates and landscapes, from the coastal areas of East Africa to the open grasslands of the Middle East and the forested regions of Europe. Despite these challenges, early humans were able to thrive in these new environments thanks to their ability to learn and adapt quickly. They were also highly skilled hunters and gatherers, able to track and kill large game and gather a variety of plants and fruits for food. This skill was essential to their survival as they moved into new territories and had to rely on the resources available to them. In addition to their hunting and gathering skills, early humans were also highly social creatures who lived in small groups or bands. These bands were typically made up of related families who worked together to hunt, gather food, and care for their young. This social structure allowed them to take on larger prey and to defend themselves against predators. It also helped them to share knowledge and skills, which was essential to their survival in new and unfamiliar environments. Early humans also had the ability to innovate and create new technologies as they encountered new challenges. For example, they developed new tools for hunting and gathering, as well as for crafting, clothing, and shelter. They also developed new ways of organizing themselves and their communities, which allowed them to thrive in new environments. Overall, early humans were highly adaptable creatures who were able to overcome the challenges of migrating out of Africa by using their skills, knowledge, and creativity. Their ability to learn from their environment and make quick adjustments allowed them to survive and eventually thrive in a wide range of habitats. And speaking of thriving, let's move on to the next point. What was life like for early humans after they left Africa? The journey out of Africa was just the beginning for early humans. Once they arrived in new territories, they had to contend with a whole new set of challenges and adapt to a way of life that was vastly different from what they were used to. But despite these challenges, early humans were able to thrive and eventually spread across the globe. So how did they do it? Well, the key to their success was their ability to adapt and innovate. Early humans were highly skilled hunters and gatherers, and they were able to use their knowledge of plants and animals to survive in a wide range of environments. They also had the ability to create new tools and technologies, which helped them to become more efficient hunters and gatherers. For example, they developed new types of spears and knives for hunting, as well as baskets and containers for gathering and storing food. They also learned to use fire, which provided them with a new way to cook their food and keep warm at night. In addition to their practical skills, early humans also had the ability to cooperate and work together. They lived in small groups or bands, which allowed them to take on larger prey and to defend themselves against predators. They also developed a complex system of communication, which allowed them to share knowledge and coordinate their activities. Early humans were also highly creative and innovative. They were able to come up with new ways of doing things, which allowed them to solve problems and adapt to new environments. For example, they learned to use natural materials to create clothing and shelter, which protected them from the elements and allowed them to live in a wider range of habitats. But early humans didn't just survive, they thrived. They were able to expand their territory and spread across the globe, eventually becoming the dominant species on Earth. Their ability to adapt and innovate allowed them to thrive in a wide range of environments and become the most successful species on the planet. In conclusion, the migration of early humans out of Africa is a testament to the power of adaptation and innovation. These incredible people were able to overcome countless challenges and thrive in a wide range of environments. Their ability to learn from their environment and make quick adjustments allowed them to survive and eventually dominate the planet. So the next time you find yourself facing a challenge, remember the early humans and their incredible journey out of Africa. With a little bit of creativity and innovation, you can overcome any obstacle and achieve anything you set your mind to. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.